come right here and watch that. And then the Sixers tonight, you can watch that right here at Ventnor Social Saturday. They'll have the Kentucky Derby, all the Flyers games, and I've heard a lot of people. I know a lot of friends who have come here for the Flyers games. Place is rocking. Now, Frank, did you go back to the men's room?
I did.
You see the Fanatic wall back there?
Yes.
Now, I didn't notice that. We've been here a few times. You got the Saquon Barkley here behind us on the wall. So if you're watching on YouTube, you can see the great wall of cards behind us, and they've got Saquon Barkley kind of superimposed into the wall over this side. But I didn't realize back by the men's room they also have a Philly Fanatic up on the wall. So it's an awesome sports-themed bar. So if you want to come out and check out the Phillies game for the nightcap and then the Sixers game tonight, you can do that here at Ventnor Social. It's time for the Nuggets today. Nick Earnshaw is back with us today for today's edition of Nick's Nuggets.
What's going on, guys? I hope you're having a good time. I hope you guys are in a positive mood, unlike me. At 3:34 Eastern time today, my day was absolutely ruined, okay? I got sent a text by our good buddy Josh, who's doing a great job back at the studio. And this is nugget number one.
And what did he say? Let's hear it.
He sent me a report from the press conference from Makai Lemon today. And this might have ruined the season for me. Makai Lemon will be wearing number 9 next year as a Philadelphia Eagle. Now, that number has not been worn.
What's
since
so
Nick
significant
Foles.
about the number 9, Earnshaw? Tell us.
I am beyond livid right now. And listen, I like Makai Lemon. I think it was a good pick. But overall, this is just an
I like him even more now.
Awful decision. That number deserves to be in the rafters. That number should be nowhere else, should never be worn by anybody. I don't care if Makai Lemon's a Hall of Famer at the end of the day in his career, and he brings us 4 Super Bowls. I don't care. That number 9 should not be worn ever again. Nick Foles should be the last one to wear it. I am livid, Mike. I know you guys don't care. You don't want to retire the number. That number should never be worn again. I'm sorry. And we have the audio, I believe, of Makai Lemon saying he talked to Nick Foles about it. Take a listen to it.
Did you talk to him?
Yeah, I talked to him on the phone. He wanted to, to pass that number over. Wanted to speak to me on the phone before, anybody else, told me. So I appreciate him, and hopefully I can meet him soon when he's around the building.
So that right there should tell you, okay? That right there should tell you. You had to call the guy who last wore the number because it's such an honor to wear that number. That number should be in the rafters. I'm sorry. That's the first Super Bowl, an impactful run by Nick Foles that will never be matched. You will hear about that story for generations of the run Nick Foles had. That number should be in the rafters. I'm sorry. I know I'm in a minority here, but that's how I feel.
Yeah, and I love the fact that Foles is smart enough to understand to give it to this kid. That's a historical number in this, and it won. And if that number is going to help win another Super Bowl, I want to see it out on the field. Nick Foles is not dumb. He knows his role. He won the Super Bowl, but he had an insignificant career other than that one run that he had. And, by the way, his 2012 run where he had 27-2, that was a great run too. But everything outside of that, he knows his number is not to the point where it should be retired. You got a kid that's going to come in here. He called him, and he's not a pretentious jerk to say, you know what? Yeah, retire my number. Do you know, kid, I won the Super Bowl? He says, you know what? Keep the legacy of that number going. Go ahead and wear it.
Because Nick's a nice guy. This is on the organization. I don't blame Nick Foles. Nick Foles seems like a nice gentleman, all right? That moment, that run, that is bigger than anything the Eagles have done in their history. That will be remembered for generations. When we're grandfathers, years and years from now, that will be one of the biggest moments in the history of this franchise. And you can't retire the quarterback's number? That is on the Philadelphia Eagles. They kept it away for years, nearly a decade. They didn't give that number out. You're telling me it doesn't deserve to be in the rafters at this point? I think it's crazy. Text in. I want to hear what people think about this. 609-403-0973. Because I am just livid. That number is sacred in this town. He did something no other quarterback did until Jalen Hurts. Won a Super Bowl. I can't sit here and let this. It's just unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Give him number 89. The wide receivers have no business wearing
Yes.
single-digit numbers anymore, in my opinion.
Now that I can get behind. If you want to tell me that why is he wearing a single-digit number, I got no problem with that. But I don't care that he's wearing 9.
I have a big deal that's 9. Frank, he should get 89. I'm with you there. I mean, let's go back to that with receivers anyway. I do kind of like the single-digit numbers, but man, the fact that he had to call him, they haven't given out for a decade. He's the only quarterback that's won a Super Bowl until Jalen Hurts. The first one, the first parade you got in Super Bowl era. I just, it makes me crazy. It makes me crazy that number's not in the rafters.
I mean, I'll say I'm kind of happy that Lemon actually asked Foles for his blessing.
And I'm glad
that's
that
good
not
news
only
to me.
that's a great point, PG. Not only did he ask him, he thought enough to get the guy's blessing, and that he felt humbled about meeting the guy, and that he gets to be the guy that wears his number. So I like the whole situation.
However, he wanted number 6 at first. I'm sure Devontae didn't want to give him number
Smitty's
6.
not going to give up his number to a rookie.
Okay, but number 9's more prevalent than Devontae's number 6.
I don't know about that.
What do you mean?
In that case, you're right. I'm just kidding. No, listen, Foles has he is such a polarizing discussion because he had this one run. But I feel like people, see, you to me are the problem. You are the stupid Cowboy fan who holds on to the past like a freaking loser. Get over it. They won a Super Bowl, and now it's in the past. You move on. I don't want to be the guy that says, 2017, they won a Super Bowl. It's over with. Stop being a Cowboys fan and sniffing your own farts and move on.
Or like a Flyers fan.
That's not it.
That's what it is.
People,
when the team wins a Super Bowl, you move on from it and move to the future. You don't act like it's a used car in 1975 and keep talking about it like a loser Cowboy fan. Don't be a loser, Nick.
Not a loser. It's not a loser. People had family members. They brought like urns to the parade. Okay, that's how much.
And then that's how we have so many loser. That's how we have. That's why we have so many loser Cowboy fans to begin with. No, that's how we got loser Cowboy fans. Because why are you a fan of the Cowboys? Well, because my uncle watched them on TV when I was a little kid, and I liked the star on their helmet. So now these people are like, oh, well, I remember the Eagles winning a Super Bowl. Move on from it. It's over with. They've won another one since, and guess what? Don't care. Move on to the next one. Stop holding on to the past like a Cowboy stupid
Not
ass.
hold on to the past. I am just saying that number should be in the rafters. Nobody should wear it again because of the impact of the win and the run. That's it. It doesn't matter about longevity. It's the impact of the run that Super Bowl meant. That's all. Put the number in the rafters.
He had a 3-game run. That doesn't get your jersey retired.
Yeah, I mean,
it should.
He's a journeyman quarterback at the end of the day. I mean,
we
understand the
does
impact.
Jeremy Lin get his jersey retired because he was?
Did he win a championship? Did he win a championship with the Knicks? No, he didn't win a championship.
You can make a strong case. You can make a strong case that he was the most known professional athlete for a 3-week span of all time.
It was a great 3-week span in the regular season, not in the postseason when it mattered most to bring the first championship or the first Super Bowl in franchise history. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
First off, I gave the pick of Lemon an A+. Love the pick.
Now
I think I like the kid even more.
I will not be buying a Lemon jersey. I'm sorry. I just won't. I can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it. I can't do it. I hope he has a Hall of Fame career. You win 3 Super Bowls, great. It's going to be tough watching number 9 out there again.
The statue is plenty. The Philly special statue is plenty
I
for
agree.
Nick Foles.
The statue is more than enough. You immortalize the moment. You don't need to give away you don't need to do the number.
Outdueled Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. I will say that. Yeah, won't beat Tom Brady, went toe-to-toe with him. I'm just saying. All right. Moving along. Nugget number 2. I got that out of the way. That had to be nugget number 1 because I was living from Josh sending that to me at 3:34 Eastern time when they ruined the Eagles season for me. Okay. Moving along. Nugget number 2. We got the 76ers tonight. Could they be a disappointment? Probably. Who knows? They're on a run right now. Listen, so game 6 is tonight, and the Sixers have not fared particularly well in game 6. They last played a game 6 and have not won a game 6 since 2019 at home. That was when they beat the Raptors to go to Toronto and lose that game 7 on the Kawhi shot. They also lost in 2023 against the Celtics and then followed that up, or they lost to the Celtics. They were up 3-2 in 2023 and then lost on Mother's Day in Game 7 in Boston. So, with that being said, the Sixers were 23-18 at Xfinity Mobile Arena this year. And according to the Inquirer, that is the fewest home wins of any playoff team in either conference. They haven't won a home game yet. Mike, how are we feeling headed into this game? They're changing the jerseys. The court's changed. It's not the old school logo anymore. I don't know, man. I don't know about tonight.
I like the old jerseys. Those are ones that I do actually like. But I got to say, I was not a fan of the floor. It was tougher to watch the games with that floor. For whatever reason, it was kind of like a dingier look. I think one thing about the Sixers, their court, it stands out on TV. I feel like whenever they go out west and play teams like out there, everything looks darker and dingier. And I like the floor, the regular floor better. I didn't like that floor. So if it's going to get that floor off, give me the regular jerseys back. Listen, the home team wears white. You wear a white jersey at home. So they're going back to the white jersey. That I like. Now, tonight, I don't care what happens tonight. I don't see them winning in Boston 3 times. So they can win tonight, and it'll be a feel-good story. And look, we'll get a Game 7 potentially to watch on Saturday. But to ask the team to go to Boston and win 3 times on the road, I can't get it in my mind. I can't wrap my head around it. So as much as I want them to surprise everybody, I don't see it happen. And there's 2 reasons why. One, these 2 teams have played 9 times this year, I think. 9? Yes, 9.
Yeah.
The team that has made more 3-pointers has won every single time. Yeah. And to me, there's no way that the Sixers make more threes than the Celtics 3 straight games. So I feel pretty poor about this thing going, about the Sixers winning this series.
This is a game the Sixers don't particularly win. And I'll tell you, if they find a way to win this series, someone better get their number retired after they're done playing. I'll tell you that. If they find a way to win this series, someone better get their number retired.
Yeah, Quentin Grimes. He's on the level of Nick Foles.
The way he played defense the other night, it deserved a jersey retirement. That was unbelievable on Jaylen Brown. You just need that effort. And Joel Embiid's the X factor. They're kind of playing with house money in a sense. But I'll tell you, who needs to step up in this game tonight if they do want to win and force a Game 7? It needs to be Tyrese Maxey. I need Tyrese Maxey to just take over and just start making everything. That needs to happen. I need a James Harden Game 1 2023 level performance from Tyrese Maxey at some point. We kind of got it in Game 2 when him and VJ kind of went off, but I need a Tyrese Maxey game tonight. That's who needs to step up tonight, in my estimation.
I would agree. I brought it up at the beginning of this when we didn't think that Joel Embiid was going to play. And I said, well, why shouldn't we be more critical of Maxey if he can't find a way to win 2 games? Now, guess what? He found a way to win 1 game, and Embiid won the second game for them. They needed Embiid to come back to get the second one. But for them to extend this series, 2 things have to happen. 1, Embiid, as I chronicled yesterday, he has to find the inner will to say, I might not want to play down low all night long, but I have to understand that they can't stop me, and I'll do it to win this series. And then when they get to the next round, you can go back to being Joel and kind of elbow jumpers and perimeter stuff. But when push comes to shove, he has to say, I want to win this series, and to do it, Nick Vucevic can't defend me. Neither can Keita or anybody potato they throw at him. Just keep going down to the big man. And then Maxey has to hit the key shot, the inside-outside game, because when Embiid dominates down low and they start to double him, that's when you get wide open looks, and that's what happened the other night. They got wide open looks, and your boy Grimes started to make some shots. So there's your formula tonight. Michael Kasky-Blomain tweeted out tonight what he thought the key for the Sixers was, and I can't disagree with him. 1, run the offense through Embiid in the post, stay home on the shooters, and don't overhelp. Boston had so many open threes. I was looking at some analytics about open threes in the first 4 games as opposed to that game. The difference was unbelievable.
No, you can't allow Boston to get all these second, third chance opportunities to get a 3-point shot off. That's how they've lost some of these games and gotten blown out because of the abysmal rebounding. And Tyrese Maxey's talked about it in his post-game pressers of how bad the rebounding is. It's nothing new. We've been talking about this all season long. They have struggled mightily. But if you can get Embiid down in the post and allow him to be double-teamed, he's gotten so much better throughout his career as he's gotten older of getting that ball out to the open three-point man. And listen, if Grimes can start knocking down three-point shots, you're in a good spot. And if he's playing defense, that is sensational. But Tyrese Maxey, if he wants to go to that level of superstar, that tier 1 type of superstar, he's got to carry you to a win as well. Like, you're asking Embiid coming off an appendectomy to win you 3 straight against the Boston Celtics. I mean, that's a lot to ask. When can someone else step up and carry and take over a total game? I mean, I know Maxey and Edgecombe did it in game 2, but man, you have the big fella there. Can someone else help the guy out a little bit?
And that's the killer, right? If Embiid was healthy, this series would be over in 5 or 6, maybe. Right? I mean,
think they would have won this series in 5?
6 games. I would do Sixers
No
and
way.
6. You don't think so? If
won?
Embiid was healthy, Sixers
The
and 6.
Sixers
If
would have won
Embiid
in
was
6?
No way.
if Embiid was fully healthy.
I don't think so.
No.
And well, if he played like he did
Yeah, that's
the
what
other
I'm saying.
night,
Yeah.
maybe. Here's the problem, as we chronicled. The team that's made more threes has won all 9 of these games. The Sixers just don't shoot it consistently well enough. That's their problem.
Yeah.
And Boston, they'll shoot 50. So they might not have to shoot it well, but they might make 20 of 50. You know?
Or 22, like the other night.
Exactly. So the Sixers don't shoot as many as Boston does generally, and they don't shoot as well as Boston does generally. I do agree. We're so enamored with the Boston, and it's more about the name on the chest because it's Tatum and Brown, and I'm a big White fan as well. But realistically, their role guys are not like, I mean, Peyton Pritchard. He had an outer body experience the other night, but that's a rarity that he shoots that well.
He followed it up with what, like 2 threes hit maybe in game 5?
Yeah, and then you got guys like Hauser and Shireman. Like,
But isn't it,
tell
Mike?
me that the Sixers aren't more talented than Hauser and Shireman and
Isn't it
and
always though the
Vucevic?
case? Isn't this always the case though with the 76ers in the playoffs? Like, it's always the Kevin Herters, the Josh Harts, the Peyton Pritchards that always have an out of body experience against them. I've never seen anything like it in playoff series.
Yeah, they have never been able to find. We always talk about like that third guy who steps up and has the big game. You know,
In Oubre.
And by the way,
Oubre.
can it be Oubre? Can it be Paul George? Those guys haven't had a big game yet in this series.
Be nice.
Oubre had a huge play-in game against the Magic. Just think about that, by the way. The Magic are up 3-2 in that series.
They should have played the Pistons, but it is what it is. All right, retire 9. Lemon, give it back. I'm ending Nuggets on that. See you, Frank. See you, Pete. See you, Mike.
All right, there you go. Today's Nuggets on the Sports Bash.
Wouldn't you rather see the number 9 out on the field every Sunday rather than just it not being worn again?
Yeah, put it back to life.
Yeah, bring it back.